There's so much good music going on around here.
Let's hear from our studio audience now.
Yes. You're going to want to see that.
That is some groovy intro music.
Add it to the list.
Add it to the list. It's a running tab. Leave us a voicemail at 970-579-0843. Welcome to Sound On. Sound On Podcast brings you all the Boulder County music news, who's playing where and when. We also bring you exclusive artist interviews, jam sessions, album releases, and more. If you're an artist or venue and would like to have your show featured on Sound On, email us at info@soundonpodcast.com. Mr. Dave, it's good to see you. How you doing today?
It's good to see you as well, sir. I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing well, doing well.
Awesome. Mike Wooten's going to be here next week to chat about life and the industry, which he's been a part of for a very long time. He's played with some names that you've definitely heard playing on drums, and we are very excited to chat with him about his musical life and his approach to his instrument and a whole bunch more.
He's just like a magical man.
And everybody knows him, but I'm really excited to extract some stories and put them on the record.
Yeah, he's got to have so many interesting things. And so before we get to our music calendar, we do want to talk about something super exciting that's coming up on February 2nd. Longmont's first Winter Music Walkabout Festival will be happening. This will be the first year of the festival. There are over 30 acts booked at various venues in town. Your ticket gets you access to every show on the schedule, plus some awesome food and drink deals. Venues that will remain open to the public during the showcase will be giving something extra to ticket holders as a thank you for supporting and being part of their inaugural event. Jessica Carson will be on the show next week to give you all the exciting details. So find out more at the show notes at soundonpodcast.com. And you and I are going to be playing at that thing.
Yeah, we're going to be playing over at 300 Suns, right? Yeah, it's going to be a blast. If you go over to soundonpodcast.com, I will put a link for the Longmont Downtown Arts website, and all of the details are available there. But as Tim said, Jessica will be on the show next week to talk about it. So let's get into our music calendar for the week.
Today, January 23rd at 300 Suns, I'm hosting the Drop-In Acoustic Jam at 6 p.m. Over at Rosalie's Pizzeria, we've got Defunct Railroad at 7 p.m., and they're just one of the fine Longmont bands, so check them out. But go to my thing. At Tandoori Grill, we've got Tony Rosario at 5:30. At Beyond the Mountain, we've got the Bluegrass Pig at 5 p.m. Over at the Laughing Goat, Arbor Season, and Fort Vine at 8 p.m. And at Ray Back Collective, we've got Ultra Lo-Fi live at 6 p.m.
At the Root Cavaco on Thursday, Roma Ransom is at 9 p.m. George Nelson Band is at License Number 1 at 9 p.m. Clandestine Amigo Solo is at Oscar Blues Longmont at 6 p.m. Over at Still Sellers, Teresa Storch and Peter Lossies is at 7 p.m. And at the Tasty Weasel, Jackson Cloud Odyssey is at 6 p.m.
Moving on to Friday, January 25th. Miss Kate Farmer will be at Schubberger at 6 p.m. Lionel Young Duo will be at the Tasty Weasel at 3:30 p.m. Over at the Pearl Street Pub will be Colin Robinson at 5 p.m. Harley Eblin will be at the Laughing Goat at 9 p.m. He's a great songwriter, and he's moving away soon, so check that one out. I think he's going West Coast or something. Over at Cafe Soleil, we've got Lionel Young at 6 p.m., and at Oscar Blues Boulder, Felonious Smith Trio at 7:30.
On Saturday the 26th at E-Town, Fox Feather, who was on the show recently, and Monocle Band are playing at 7 p.m. At the Laughing Goat, Jeremy Dion, Bob Barrick, Ramaya Soskin is at 8 p.m. Banshee Tree is at License Number 1 at 9 p.m. At Danick Gun Barrel Corner Bar, Maynard Mills Blues Band is at 7:30 p.m.
Over at Gross and Bart Brewery, we've got the Renegade Roosters at 7 p.m. At Long Tucky Spirits, Tim Ostick, will be playing at 7 p.m. At Bootstrap Brewing, we've got Johnny and the Mongrels at 6 p.m. And at Tasty Weasel, we've got Peak to Peak, the Grateful Dead tribute band, playing at 4:30.
Sunday, January 27th at Left Hand Brewing, Honey Tree is at 9 a.m. At the Tasty Weasel, Chris Dismuke at 3 p.m. At St. Vrain Cidery, Beau DePena is at 4 p.m. And at License Number 1 Boulder, Irish Music Session at 7:30 p.m. And 4.0 is at Mountain Sun at 10 p.m.
Moving to Monday, January 28th. At Pearl Street Pub, we've got Dobley and Nadine at 9 p.m. At License Number 1, there's the open mic with our friends Fox Feather at 7:30. On to Tuesday, January 29th, we've got the open mic with Andy Epler at 6 p.m. at Gross and Bart Brewing. At Laughing Goat, Monica, Marie, and Dave Birchfield at 8 p.m. And closing it out, Oscar Blues, we've got the open mic with Danny Schaefer at 7:30 p.m. And that's the Oscar Blues in Boulder.
That's right. And that's it for us this week. Join us next week for what I am sure is going to be an awesome interview and conversation with Mr. Michael Wooten. And if you are an artist or venue and would like to have your show featured, email us info@soundonpodcast.com. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.